because and you also see that when those crosses are happening, Crystal Palace are still worried about their defense. So they didn't throw numbers into the box, because if they had done that, right now against that ball and counter with Martinelli, they conceded the second goal. And that's another interesting point I want to ask you. The problem now is that teams concede against Arsenal and they still don't give it a go. What's going on?
Well, they still don't give it a go because they're scared. That's the point, right? Yeah.
Watch Transcend TV right now.
Transit Sports TV back again to the whistle. Back again with my main man, Ugum. Nimi couldn't make it. Man like if he's not here, Bados, as Kote, these guys, I don't know if it's engagement or if it's Arteta fever, holding guys back to come on the show. Ugum, good to see you again, man. What a weekend. Second weekend in a row. Arsenal capitalizing on results elsewhere, sitting on top of the league.
Man, it seems quite surreal. The results are getting better and better as we did passing weekend. And, when we are thinking, hey, will Liverpool lose? Will Man City ever lose? Will that happen? It's happened twice in a row, if not at least 2 times in the last 3 weeks. And we've managed to win. And so it's something to be delighted about. I just want to welcome everyone to Transit as well. Please stay tuned, keep subscribing, keep sharing with your friends and your enemies. We are here to stay. We have a lot going on this season. So let's keep rolling.
Yes, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you are new to this channel. Share the video as well and comment. And most important, let's have engagement on these videos. Let's know what you think. Ours is to let you know how we see it, but we also want to know how you see it. Starting for the weekend, usually we come on this program, The Whistle, to look at the games, some outstanding games of the weekend and results that have shaped the table, so to say. The next is Arsenal. Today is Sunday, same time Arsenal was playing, Manchester City were playing as well. And of course, Tottenham as well had their own game against, who did they even play against today? I'm going to remember now. So Arsenal beat Crystal Palace 1-0. And Arteta, after the game, had his interview. One of the statements that he made was there is still a lot for Arsenal to improve on. Ugum, what are these things that Arsenal still need to improve on?
Arsenal needs to they need to continue to improve on their defensive capabilities. Maybe the next target will be to make sure that the opponent doesn't cross the halfway line.
maybe they should get assigned McGay.
No, McGay. No, we have enough quality. You see what Mosquera did today?
I don't know how he went to go and get you in Capie. Already complain about Arsenal defense. You guys went to go and sign in Capie.
That's right.
Who, after all, was looking very sharp today. It didn't even look like he has been away for a while.
Yeah. The thing is just concentration. They need to continue to work on their concentration. Continue to probably. I would say where they need to improve on would be fluidity and strangling the opponent. When I say strangling, right now they're strangling defensively. They need to strangle more offensively. Because as much as defense will win you titles, goals will win you games. So they need to score. The way it is now, they believe that if Arsenal scores 1 against you, you should really be prayerful to be able to get anything from the game. So how about if they score 2 against you? Yeah. So if they score 2 against you, the thing is we can invoke the Messi rule. I want that to be the case, where there's something we call Messi rule in high school as a referee. If a team is losing 7-0, right, the Messi rule comes in. Either the coaches can look at themselves and decide, hey, let's end this game at this point, or one team will decide, hey, let's stop scoring goals so that we don't embarrass the other team, right? So, yeah. So So that's what we aim at. Let them strangle the opponent with goals. Defensively, they are doing okay.
Yeah,
Offensively,
yeah. Obviously, there's still room for improvement. Arsenal needs to be scoring more goals, but the problem is, just like we're talking about defensively, that how teams are no longer confident enough to have a go at Arsenal. Teams are not opening up for Arsenal to even have chance to create goals. That's one. Secondly, I also see an Arsenal team who, even when they attack you, they are thinking very defensive. Like they don't want you to the ball to break, and they are open to your counter attacks. And I believe teams come to Emirates or players now with counter attack in their mind, but they don't even get the chance to counter attack Arsenal because of the way they approach the game. So something has to give in. If anybody wants Arsenal to score more goals, create more chances, there's probabilities that they're going to leave gaps behind them. They probably will get those goals, but goals will also be scored against them. So it depends on what is more important. If you get one odd goal against Arsenal and they're chasing the game, then maybe they will release the handbrake, like they popularly said, a little bit. But if games Trossard, and this is another thing that is interesting. This is how you know the mindset of this team and these players. Trossard 2 weeks ago or last weekend said that if you keep the game at if you keep a clean sheet, you only need one chance to win the game. And that tells you how this team is thinking. So they are doing everything not to concede, knowing that they have the quality one way or the other, long throw, corner kick, Eze doing magic, or Saka from the 18-yard box, or even Trossard do his normal low block, or one defense steering run by Martinelli and one-on-one with a keeper, he slots it in and the game is won. So I think they are really building their mindset in strangling teams defensively more than offensively, as you mentioned. And another thing is, let's assume we are rival fans. How are they going to stop Arsenal? How do you stop Arsenal from winning games?
You see what Crystal Palace did today. First of all, you've got to not be scared. You've got to be bold. Then in your boldness, you've got to be pragmatic, and you've got to be efficient. Efficiency is the most important thing, right? If you get that chance in the 18-yard box, take it.
Where are you going to get it from?
Crystal Palace, at least I saw 2 or 3 chances that they got into the 18-yard box.
They were not inside the box. They were barely outside the box.
I saw this one. Munoz entered the 18-yard box, crossed the ball to Raya, too close to Raya. Raya picked it up.
That's what I'm saying. Those are not chances now. What are they supposed to do from that place? That place is no matter cross that you would do now.
No, he was in the 18.
That's what I'm saying. But from the side of the byline, and commentator said something that David Raya was proactive in that cross. That ball was supposed to be in Ketia's header, but David Raya is so good that he came out and grabbed the cross. So it wasn't that Williams did anything wrong. It was that David Raya was the Raya's quality is not bad enough for him to beat him with that cross.
No, I would do something different. I would do something better than that.
What would you do? Because and you also see that when those crosses are happening, Crystal Palace are still worried about their defense. So they didn't throw numbers into the box, because if they had done that, Raya gets that ball and counter with Martinelli, they concede the second goal. And that's another interesting point I want to ask you. The problem now is that teams concede against Arsenal and they still don't give it a go. What's going on?
Well, they still don't give it a go because they're scared. That's the point, right? They're scared. So if they're scared, they won't give it a go. You've got to summon up courage. You go for it. If you don't get it, so be it. It's better than not trying at all. So the low block will not work, except again, if you have incredibly efficient forwards, that when they get that chance and get into that 18, they will subdue either Gabriel or Saliba and subdue Raya. Right? How many forwards can do that?
Bro, they have it. Mateta has been doing it for every. Mateta has, I think it's after Erling Haaland. I think he's the second highest goal scoring player in EPL at the moment. So he's not, he has the ability, but the thing is that the position of Arsenal defenders don't give you that chance. You probably will hold up Gabriel, but you have to also deal with Saliba behind him. If you're with, and I noticed today that most of the time it was Saliba actually that was going for the draws, while Gabriel retreated to pick up the loose one. So it's really, and this is the comment that Henderson, the Crystal Palace goalkeeper, made before this game today. He says, this weekend, okay, he said, and this is going to Arsenal this weekend as a free hit. The reality is you go to the Emirates and it is a free hit. We've got to go there, play with confidence, enjoy playing there and see what we can do to cause an upset. We have to use it as a cup game, a one-off game, and the pressure is on them. We will go there and do the best we can. It would be great if we went there and won. It would change everything. We look forward to it. It's a free hit. We will give it our best shot. We've delivered against teams like that before, so why not do it again? So this is a player. This tells you the mood in the camp, that they don't really believe they're going to get anything out of Arsenal, and even if they lose the game, it's not really going to mean a lot to their reputation. And this is where Arsenal is at the moment. If teams are beginning to feel this way, I don't think, unfortunately, both of us are Arsenal fans. People are going to say because you're an Arsenal fan, but we have watched EPL for a long time to know that when the teams are in this kind of mood and this kind of reputation, they end up being successful because a lot of teams are very scared. You can't really go to them and play how you want to play. Example is Manchester City. For a few years now, people we were always wondering how is Manchester City going to be stopped from winning the league. So let's. I don't know your last word on Arsenal Crystal Palace before we move to City and Aston Villa.
What a win! What a win! What a relief for me personally. This was a game I was scared of. Scared of Oliver Glasner as a manager. I think he's a very, very, very good manager. Scared of the record, 18 games unbeaten.
In fact, since the April, Emirates. The last 36 games, they've only lost 3 games.
Yes. Highest XG in the league, creating opportunities against every team, right? Efficient striker, like you already mentioned, only second to Haaland in taking opportunities. Gave Saliba a torrid time today. They are properly set up, properly drilled, right? EPL is a league of well-drilled teams, and Crystal Palace represents the best of them. There are Bournemouth, presently 2 of the teams that I do not like facing, right? So Arsenal did what they needed to do, grab those 3 points and run away with it. That's all we want.